$1.41.
Yes. Welcome back for the third and final quarter of the preliminary final Division 2. Now, at the start of the game, Ron, it took ages for Blue West to come out. At half-time, it's taken even longer for East Belmont to come out. So respective coaches having plenty to say, and I think the fine might be on the way for both clubs.
Yes, I'm sure of that, Cookie, as the umpire raises the ball to commence this third and vital quarter of football, of which East Belmont have got use of the breeze in this term. Now, Westhorpe goes up high and thumps it down, but coming through Stuart Scott. Good work from the captain, coach of the Blue West side. Goes out wide. Travis Kelly kicks it off the carpet. The two number ones opposing each other there in Alan Craig and also Travis Kelly. But the boundary line looms up and beats the players out. And we'll have a throw in at half forward now. East Belmont into attack.
Westhorpe gets a tap down towards the front of the pack, but it rolls over the boundary line once again. And a boundary throw in. 12 points of difference, 4-6-30 East Belmont. Geelong West Cricket and Football Club, 1 goal, 12-18. Not good reading on the scoreboard for the Cheetahs. Westhorpe in front, gets pushed by Ladder, no free kick. Ladder gets wrapped up by Legel, drop the ball, free kick. Play on the call, advantage. Little Legel, short kick in towards Quinn and also Cowie, runs straight at the ball in front of Fort, shepherded by Neil. Out towards the boundary line, handball towards the boundary line, that was by Jeffrey.
Now the tactics here for Blue West, they've got Vinnie Lehman standing in the goal square with Phillips attending him. Denning is pushed up well up into the pocket, and anyone near there down there looks like the love child.
And Cam Pigley's up the ground too.
Cam Pigley's up the ground, the love child's outside 52, so they sit there forward, play up the go for Lehman. But look at it, here's a hand pass coming off in the back line. Lucchino gathers it, gets one towards Wigmore, a little bit hot, whistle on play. And I think you'll go back to Nicky Lucchino, who was retarded after he got rid of the football. He's got the ball in the back pocket for the Blue West side. He kicks the ball just out over half back. Good mark. Trevor Haints in front. Takes a good one. Steady's now on the right foot. Looks out wide towards the centre wing position. And Gus Primer, who's had a pretty good day this afternoon, marks out there in front of his opponent in Buchanan. Primer goes on the right foot. Not a good kick. Backing back with a flight of the football. Booked. Second grab has paid the mark. And he takes the defensive side of the centre of the ground.
Yeah, Andy Bookter's done well at full-back here this afternoon. I think you'll find he's had a goal kicked on him. And he's gone short to Jeffrey's kick. Not a good one. Legel stopped. Poor football. Jamie Legel goes back in. Gus Primer gets the ball out though, but it's chipped off or cut off there by Jeff Shaw. Taps it forward. Now the Eskimo dropped the footy, but he still runs in after the ball, paddles it forward, and quickly kicks it there. Quinn up to half forward. Franey stopped. Opportunity now for Edwards. Well collared. Loose ball sees. I think you'll find it'll go over and out. It does. About 45 metres from the East Belmont goal, who are kicking to the city end of the Western Oval, and they're presently enjoying a 12-point advantage.
Westhorpe gets it out the back of the pack. Jeff Shaw wrapped up by Scott. Play on the call. Cowie towards the boundary line and over. And a free kick to East Belmont.
Still 4-6-30 East Belmont. 1 goal 12. Yes, that's right. 1 goal 12 to Blue West. The free kick's gone to Legale. He's outside 50. Chips the ball inside the 50. Good chip, good mark. It looks like Scanty Fort down there. A rather robust figure.
Yep, it's Fort.
And the cameraman just zooming in on that robustness there too. And it's a new one, robustness. Another first for guest video, Roddy.
You're an absolute legend, Cookie.
Yeah, sometimes I amaze myself. I keep coming up. Only kidding. Here comes Fort. Now it was Scott and it was
Anthony.
And we made him scant at one stage there. Here's Fort. Anyway, we're going to call you Fort. He comes in on the right foot. He aims for the goal post at about, I don't know where he was heading for there. It wasn't the goal post here. Perhaps it was at Gardenia Park he was aiming for, but he's missed very badly. 1 point only.
Yeah, poor kick at goal that time. You only have to aim for the goal post. The breeze isn't blowing that ferociously across the ground, and he allowed far too much, and has kicked their 7th behind East Belmont. They moved to 4-7-31. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 1-12-18 on the Geelong for Umpires League. GDFL Bingo Centre third quarter scoreboard.
Cowie up towards Craig at halfback, can't take the mark. Butters up. He's got time now to get his right foot to it. Cam Pigley leads. Bookter in the race for the ball this time. He can handball it to Frankie Iannelli, but he goes further afield to Beekmans. It's Beekmans against Calder. If Beekmans can get it out to Primer, he's got some time. He handballs to Iannelli. Also Craig running through. Scraggy gets a left foot kick up towards Darren Cook, the love child. He's outnumbered by Pamplin and Dunlop. Can he get around? Handball back. Oh, he put his teammate under pressure there.
He didn't have much choice, though. He had to unload it quickly.
Had to unload. He was under pressure from Pamplin and Dunlop. Ball out of bounds.
Not just sticking up because of my love job. He just didn't have much time there to do much else, I didn't think. It's out of bounds in the forward zone. Barry umpire commences proceedings with a high throw in. The wind drifts it away. Scott goes up. Westhorpe wins the hit down. Goes back towards... looks like Jeffrey coming out of the defence. Kicks the ball across half back. A little toe poke there by Buckner. It missed. He's got support though, trying to crash his way through the pack there. Ian Burnett was tackled, lost the footy. Spilt to Ingerworth and he's tackled. He loses it, comes back to Burnett. Oop, left it behind. Forgot about the football that time, did Ian Burnett. Pack of players form. Bit of hand in the air stuff there from Scragger, who might be having a run on the ball, I think, at the present time. And it's a ball up just forward of the centre of the ground with Blue West in attack, but trailing on the scoreboard by 13 points.
Yes, they desperately need a goal this quarter, but they haven't done too well against the Breeze. Likewise with it, but good work Ingwersen there. Got it across there to the run of Haints, who's kick up the half forward. Put Ian Alley under a bit of pressure. He had a metre or so on his opponent. Good enough to get it across to the love child in Darren Cook, who was dragged as he kicked the footy. It dropped short. Good work there in defence by Darren Phillips for the East Belmont side. Happy to concede a minor score. That's the 5th rush behind for the Geelong West side. So I tend to ask questions about their forward movements here this afternoon. All players sort of drilling away at goal when probably a shorter option would be better suited.
Yeah, the Geelong Football League umpires and GWFL Bingo Centre scoreboard shows 19 plays, 33. As Book just kicked the ball magnificently all day. This is no exception. Well out over the 50. Didn't find the target. Cook was a chance. Couldn't handle. A bit hot there. Here comes Kelly. Little Kelly gets the left foot kick in. Pushed off the footy as he tried to make contact there. Scragger Craig goes in against the flow. Does well. Forces the ball out of bounds. Far side of the ground. Just forward of the centre wing. And Blue West into attack, into the Breeze. They probably need to kick a couple of goals to give themselves a bit of a snip for the final quarter.
Westhorpe in front, gets a tap down. Travis Kelly and also Jeffrey there. Good play by Craig. His handle without the ball there. Could have been a free kick. Not forthcoming from the umpire. And a ball up. So the umpire... Ladder in front, Westhorpe behind, gets a good tap down to Kelly. He gets his right foot to it down towards half forward. Newton on the ground, couldn't do anything with it. Craig, who in fact it's Haints. Oh, he gets tackled by Johnson and also Buchanan. Has help though from Neil. He's on the 50-metre line, short little kick to Ian Alley. He's got to mark it because Westhorpe was coming down on him. He goes across the ground, switches play. Wigmore, poor kick though because Burnett's in front, can't take the mark. Burnett butters up again. He's got pressure from Primer and Gus. Handball out into the middle of the ground. Nobody there for the Cheetah's side. Legal, right foot kick from him. Out to the leader, Franey. Vollenbrett on him. Haven't seen much of these two this afternoon. Vollenbrett towards the boundary line. Ooh. And takes the ball over.
And severely attacked there by Dave Franey after the ball was out of bounds. Discretion the better part of
Dave Franey's got the free kick. Unnecessary football from the Cheetahs. And if they want to win this game, they can't be seen doing stupid things off the ball. Retaliator always gets caught, and in this case, that's exactly what's happened.
Bit of experience there from Dave Franey. It looked like he was going to half kill that Vollenbrett there when the ball went out of bounds. Just pulled up short of it and pushed him, and then Vollenbrett come back and give one away. Franey comes in, goes for goal. The experienced fellow deep into the goal mouth. Is that a mark that Johnson's been paid? Otherwise, it's touched off hands. I think it's a mark.
He's played well.
Going to line up for his third goal. Got a couple of behinds also, and he really set them alight in the first quarter.
He's kicked 2-2.
Well, they won't miss this one, will he? Is the man on the marsh going to stand next to the goal umpire? That man being Cowie. And this to make the margin. Ooh.
18.
18. Yeah, I'll go for 18. I'll stick with you there, Ron. And he has done too. Put it right through the middle. No problem for that short distance out. Greg Johnson kicks his third for the day. And again, the margin out to 18 points.
5-7-37 East Belmont. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 1-13-19 points. Geelong the Umpires League. GDFL Bingo Centre. Third quarter scoreboard.
Bollingbrett dragged after that performance. The Bannockburn Sporting Travers time clock shows us we've gone just over 9 minutes of the third quarter. Bollingbrett off and Chandler gets the job now on his opposite number 8 in Dave Franey.
Back in the centre now, umpire Learmont. Westhorpe, who's played well on the ruck in this third quarter and also in the first quarter. Ladder had a good second quarter. They'll do the ruck work. Favours ladder. Burnett will go up with him. Out towards Scott. Running through Haints, gets one high. Craig there again, trying hard. Left foot kick high towards centre half forward. Buchter running back closest to it. Vinnie Lehman's there also. Gets wrapped up by Buchter. Gets the ball out towards Cam Pickley. Left foot kick quick towards the goal square. Could bounce through. It's bounced over Dunlop. It could be a goal. Oh, touch just on the line by Dunlop. Bounced the right way for Cam Pickley, but Dunlop was just quick enough to get back. So that's their 14th behind for the day. 1:14:20. Unbelievable. And they trail 5-7-37. Short kick from Buchter is a shocker because he's gone straight to Vinnie Lehman. He's fallen over at the crucial stage though when he's tried to pick it up and beats him out of bounds.
You just wonder, Jace, if they get one, will the floodgates open? Will they kick 2 or 3 straight? Then you think?
Got to hope so. I'm sick of putting down points.
Run out of lead in the pencil. Even Ronnie, he's usually got plenty of lead in his pencil, but he's run out of a bit too. Ball's back into play. Comes towards Primer just outside 50. He can't bend down and pick it up, Big Gus, but he paddles it forward. Got it to Scragger Craig. Went into a bit of trouble in the opposite number 1 in Kelly. Got the hand pass back to Primer. He dummied this way, then went outboard, in fact, towards Trevor Haints. Can he keep it in? He does. Kelly comes at him. Haints kicks the ball awkwardly, then gets pushed in the back as he dives on top of it. He get a free kick. No, he won't. It's a ball up 65 metres out from goal. Blue West, well, they're trying to set things up. Primer did the other thing there. He went back the other way and tried to stop the play, change it a bit, but it didn't work also. Another ball up.
Yeah, pretty tough out there at the minute. Conditions very blustery as Scott thumps the ball towards their goal line. But again, Kelly doing well for East Belmont. Johnson's pushed his opponent out. Yes, he has. And Tunganil will get the free kick for the Geelong West side. Centre wing, outer side of the ground at the Western Oval. Kicks to centre half forward. Ball dropping short. Door Cam Pickley met solidly there by Edwards.
Good
Loose
kick.
ball. Edwards. Mackenzie it was. Well done. Good lead of Lehman as well. And Vinnie Lehman an opportunity now. It's just about his first touch of the leather, I'd suggest. Clean possession this afternoon.
Moves made. Tunganil has now gone on to Greg Johnson.
Good move.
And Latuno's picking up Kelly in the pocket.
Lehman's kick. Not a good
Scragger!
one. Scragger!
We could get him the tankard soon.
Oh, great goal that one, Scrag.
Well, he's worked very hard, though. I've got to tell you, Alan Craig, you've been one of the hardest tryers here this afternoon for the Blue West side. And he's very delighted to kick the second goal here this afternoon for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club. Kicks his first, and as I just said, second goal for the Geelong West boys. 2-14. 26 points, Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club. They trail East Belmont 5-7-37. And we've been going 12.5 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophy's second quarter. I should say third quarter time clock.
That's the one, Ronnie. Good to have you awake with us again this afternoon. Well, he certainly has tried hard, Scragger, apart from that time he spent off the ground when he got hurt there, when he got clobbered, but been one of their better players, and he loves that run on the ball, doesn't he? He's having a bit of run on the ball at the moment, and he's bobbed up there with a nice goal for them. As it's back to the centre again, Westport does the ruck work, wins this one, slaps it 20 metres past Stewart Scott, it goes. Mackenzie tries to tap it away from the big fella in Craig Edwards. He got it forward though, Edwards. A little chip shot out here from Jeffrey. It's all right, Johnson takes the mark. He plays on his shepherded cow. He comes at him, but he still puts the food in him. It's a long one down to the goal mouth. There's a mark. Cameron Buchanan comes out and marks on the chest. He's in the right forward pocket. Only a matter of 20 metres out from goal.
Could be a very quick answer for the East Belmont side. Young Buchanan. Let's have a look. He's kicked one.
Exactly what the Lions would want. Quick reply.
And again, Greg Johnson instrumental in that forward thrust of the East Belmont Lions. Here comes Buchanan. Just needs to aim for the right goal post. He does. It bends back. As it bent far enough, I think he might have missed. No, he hasn't. He's kicked the goal. That's his second. 2 goals straight to Cameron Buchanan. And as Ronnie said, the quick reply is there for the Lions.
Yes, very good reply. And good work, Craig Edwards there as Beekmans, I think you'll find, comes off the ground.
Yeah, Geelong Football Umpires League and GWCFC Bingo Centre. Third quarter scoreboard, the vital third quarter. East Belmont 6 goals, 7:43. Lead Blue West 2 goals, 14:26. The margin now is back to 17 points. And we've travelled 14 minutes on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophy's third quarter time clock. And there's a centre infringement, Jason?
Yes, there is. And going to the Cheaters, Justin Ladder with the ball in the middle of the ground. He's got nothing to kick to. He's taking a long time. He goes long now towards centre half for Wigmore and Lehman. One of them should be able to mark it, and it's Wigmore. He plays on quickly, gives the ball over towards Haints. Short little kick by him towards Scott's a shocker because Burnett was able for the Lions to intercept and push the ball out of bounds.
And Murray Scott's now on the ground. He must have got all them stops out. Ronnie got some new ones. He's now on the ground at last after half time. Boundary umpire throws it into play. Up the big fella goes Westhorpe. He drags it down towards Jeffrey. Can't get it clear of the pack. He's got it now. Get a little hand pass out. It's okay. Jeff Shaw, did he keep the ball in? Ooh, he a bit unlucky there. He was off and running. But the boundary umpire was right on the scene and said, sorry, I'm going to have my little pound of flesh. I'm going to throw this ball back into play. Half forward flank. Blue West into attack.
Falls towards Jeff Shaw. He's at half back. Left foot kick towards the wing. Ooh, can't be taken there by Buchanan. Neal, handball to Ladder. He's on the wing position. Goes towards Lehman and also Calder. Good mark by Chris Calder. He plays on quickly and he's got Booby. Booby can take the mark and play on. It sits for him nicely at half back. He's got 5 or 10 metres on Ianelli. Takes a bounce. Oh, he got the ball. Turns around. Could have given a handball to Johnson. He goes further afield towards Franey. Also McKenzie running straight through the pack. Brendan Chandler's back there and Lucchino. It sits for Nick Lucchino. Goes across the ground. He's got 2 options there. Oh, Ladder. No. Buchanan. Great pick up. Cameron Buchanan can run in and he's on his right foot. Turns around. Goal. Yes, his third of the day.
Oh, important goal too. That might be the breaker.
Well, great talking there with, who was it, Haints and Ladder?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Deary me. Well, very costly mistake because it was a raffle between both of them who was going to mark it. And they both mucked it up and the ball's spilled out to Buchanan who said, thank you very much.
He
And
looks fairly happy, didn't he, Cameron Buchanan?
would be.
Believe his luck. 7-7-49 East Belmont. Blue West 2-14-26 on the GDFL Bingo Centre and Geelong Football League Umpires League scoreboard. 16 shots to Blue West, 14 shots to East Belmont, yet East Belmont have a handy break.
Bit of niggling down in the East Belmont forward line. Craig Edwards, Scott Cowie and Brandon Chandler. The ball is back in the centre. Falls for Westhorpe. He can't take it straight out of the ruck. He's got help in Jeffrey. Also Westhorpe back there. Straight through the middle. Takes a bounce, the big man. Gets his right foot to it, up towards centre half forward, but Tunga Neal's there. Takes the mark in front of Worrell, just on the ground for Dave Franey.
And the dashing centre half back of Blue West puts it on the boot and goes towards Ingwerson at centre wing. He takes the mark and might take the 50, but not very careful there, Booby. Got away with it. Okay. Ingwerson chips it over to the centre of the ground where Primer takes the mark unattended, runs his full distance and measures the kick towards centre half forward. Wigmore up in front. One hand can't mark with those. Picked up at ground level by the big fella Westhorpe and he thumps it back over the centre of the ground. The bounces very high. Cowie comes out. Double hand punch. It was a beauty too. Gained 30 or 40 metres. Got it out wide. Here comes Haints. Can he pick it up? He's trying hard. He's well shepherded by Cowie. He's wrapped up in the tackle there by the 25 Guernsey of Glenn Newton on the ground for East Belmont and forced over the boundary line. We'll have a throw it on the far side of the ground.
Yeah, good tackle too from young Newton because he was giving inches and pounds away.
Played a good game in the twos last week too, in a losing side, so he's got his chance in the seniors.
Yeah, good to see.
Gets a tap down. He's back in there as well. Gus Primer's in there at the bottom of the pack. Stacks on the mill on the wing. Scragger Craig straight through the pack. He's got time to get it onto his right foot. Could be close to the boundary line. End over end. Murray Scott taps it straight towards Calder. Scott gets it back now, but it's out of bounds before he can get a handball away to the love child. And a boundary throw in.
Halfway through the third and vital quarter margin, 23 points. East Belmont Lions well in control. Ball at half forward. Blue West into attack. Quick kick up. Oh, good mark at the back of the bag.
Dunlop.
Brett Dunlop it is. And he's been quite an achiever here this afternoon, keeping Ken Denning down to the 1 goal. His kick, not a good one. Put Travis Kelly under a bit of pressure. Good work there, Alan Craig. And the Scrag thumps it over the line and out of bounds. About 50 metres from the Blue West goal. And they're in desperate need of a 6-pointer.
Boundary umpire throws it high. Scott will do the ruck work in front. Over the top comes Legal. Tries to claim it. Doesn't do so. Latter kick it off the ground. He does out wide. Anderson half forward. Cam Bigley sits under it and takes the mark. Too far out to score. He looks to the pocket. The lead is from Stewie Scott. He's attended now, works his way to the front somehow, couldn't hold the mark. Hand pass okay from McLaughlin out wide. It goes. Lehman can't get there before it goes out of bounds. He had support too, but too much carry for him. It's out of bounds. Grandstand side of the ground. 49 plays 26, still in front. East Belmont, as they have been on the scoreboard all day.
Lad up, tries to take it out of the ruck, falls to Ingwerson. Worrell gets a quick thump to it. Wigmore's got time to set something up. Primer's there and also Chugga. Booked a good play from Bookta towards the boundary line with the thump. Also Jeff Shaw helping along its way. And it's out of bounds again. At half forward, grandstand side for Geelong West. Ladder to do the ruck work against Worrell. Legel over the back and Burnett. They tap it to the front of the pack. Jeffrey can run onto it, but it's going to beat him over the boundary line. And another boundary throw in, about 10 metres around from where the last one was. 23 points the difference. Worrell and Ladder. Scott up this time. Gets a tap over the back. Nobody there for Geelong West though. Booked her straight through. Tackled by Cam Pigley. Burnett off the ground to the run of Calder. Neal straight through the pack. Great play. Tunga handball to Primer. Doesn't hit him there. Cam Pigley gives it to Primer who kept running. Is at centre half forward. The vision from him is good because he's found Denning. Oh, good mark and could nearly be 50. Pamplin.
Not much in that one, I don't think.
Okay. Denning's taken the mark about 45 metres out. He's on the right side to kick the goal. He has to aim to the left-hand goal post.
And all players congratulating Tunga Neal on that great running burst through the pack there to get the ball forward. Primer got it nicely down and Denning took the mark. Can he kick the goal? It's got to be a good kick from here from Ken Denning. KD lines up and goes bang with the right foot. It's long. It won't make the distance though. There's a mark down there. Is it paid to Primer? No, it's not. He's off hands. He couldn't hang on at the crucial stage. Jeff Shaw does well at ground level. Tumbles the punt out of the fence with a looping, bumping left foot kick, goes out wide. Here comes Jeff Shaw again. They all forgot about the football, except Scragger Craig didn't. He got the hand pass back to a teammate there who got it forward.
Lucchino.
Yeah,
Lucchino. I had to check because he was a long way down the ground. And he found Stewie Scott. He's just on 50, probably too far out to score. To the tooth of the bruise he comes. Two of them sit under this. Ian Ellie takes the mark and is pushed down after he takes it by Jamie Legel.
Not much in that.
Not much in that either, but probably uncalled for.
Yep.
But, yeah, didn't worry little Frankie. Doesn't mind kicking a goal, Frankie, either. He might just about bob this.
He should.
Let's see how it go, Ronnie. See if we can get him up.
Okay, well, he's taking plenty of time. Very purposeful approach. He's about 45 metres from goal, though. He's laid back on it. It's a shocker. Right to the right forward pocket. Up they fly. Wigmore was the high flyer, but it's off his hands and through for another rush point on the board. And the Blue West's 15th point. And I would suggest their 7th rushed.
I've got 5.
I've got 4.
Yeah, well, you blokes have been cheating.
Oh, the love child cops a one a little bit too high at half back from the kick out. At half forward.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's got the Cook in him. Cook goes towards Cam Pigley. And they need to score a goal. They've had them in the forward line for the last 5 minutes or so.
They're just starting to work their way into the game a bit, but they can't capitalise.
Yeah.
They've got to kick a goal. Someone's got to grab one of these marks. They're bombing into the forward zone.
This will be virtually impossible with the bruise coming over his left shoulder.
He'll kick this.
Okay, one said it's impossible, one said he'll kick it. It starts off impossible, it swings back as he kicked it. You're both right. No, he's missed, just missed to the left. I thought he bobbed it. That's a great try. 1 point only to Darren Cam Pigley.
You've got to love those left footers.
And, gee, you give it a bit of a run for its money.
Yeah,
28 plays 49. The Geelong Football Umpires and GWCFC Bingo send a third quarter scoreboard as the long punt kick travels almost to the centre of the ground there by Booked at ground level. He's working Willingworth and gets the hand pass back to Ladder. The big fella turns and runs onto his favoured left foot. The kick's okay too. He finds Cam Pigley leading out. He takes the mark. Gets a little shove in the back. Looking for the 50, but not conning the umpire on that occasion. Cam Pigley now looks up the ground. He sees the lead is on from Denning and he takes the mark and the whack behind the ear at the very same time.
Yeah, Primer was in there first and Primer got out of the way. Good experience from Gus there. Got out of the way for KD to lead and Denning took a good mark in front of Bookter. They've had a good tussle this afternoon. Bookter probably taking the points just at the moment.
Oh, yes, for sure. Denning just starting to work into the play a bit now, but he's had a great game. Bookter. He stands the mark now as we wait for Ken Denning to have the shot. Now, he's a right foot. He's got more hope, we reckon. Ronnie, you got more hope, has he, than Cam Pigley?
No, he missed this.
No, you'll miss this.
Yeah,
Okay, he'll probably bob this straight through the middle. Magnificent kick off the boot, just drifting away at the last minute. No mark taken. Travis Kelly actually banged it through for a point. That's another rushed one. That's 6 I've got. That's a rushed goal on the finish. Blue West, this is getting exciting stuff. This could be a record for the number of points kicked. They kicked 2 goals, 17. That's 29 points. You reckon if you kick 2-17, you'd be out of the game, wouldn't you? But they're not. At 7-7, 49. 29. It's 20 points the difference as we wait on Chukabookta to bring it back in. And of course, the third quarter brought us by the Geelong Football Umpires League and the GWCFC Bingo Centre out there in Belmont Road.
Great kick in from Chuka over the back of the pack. Murray Scott pumps it back into the forward line. Wigmore is outnumbered.
Here's the goal.
Through. Gus runs through the pack onto his left foot now. Can he score the goal that they need? It's in there. Bookter. Good play. Bookter out towards the boundary line. Scragger Craig. And it's out of bounds.
He just fumbled at the... When I said here's a goal, he just fumbled. He must have frightened the daylight better than we call him. He just fumbled it the first time, then had to run around on that left foot there. But, oh, well, they might never kick another one.
The Love Child gets a tap over the back of the pack. Scott straight through without the ball. No free kick. Falls towards Mark Worrell and also Dunlop. Runs through for another rush behind.
to start another column for these.
Chuka Bukta will have a sore foot from kicking out. He's had 18 kicks.
At least. Well, they've got to kick a goal, so we have a bit of a giggle up here, but I'm sure it's not funny down there on the ground. They're bombarding the goals, but can't put one through. 30 plays 49. They've crept one point closer. 19 points the difference. Geelong Football Umpires League and GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard. Bukta's getting better as he kicks the ball. He kicked this one about 70 metres. It clears all players, including up there was Wigmore. Primer at the back of the pack, pushed off the footy. Couldn't handle it. He's chased there by Glenn Newton, who goes after it. He couldn't handle it either. Here comes Haints. He handles it. Gets the hand pass back in the direction of Lucchino. He couldn't handle it. They're all fumbling out there at the present time. Too many players over the top of the football, not going anywhere. We'll have a ball-up decision. Centre wing, far side of the ground. 49 plays 30, and we have gone about the 22-minute mark, I'd suggest, on the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies third quarter time clock.
Yep, third and vital quarter cookie. Margin, 19 points. East Belmont, hang on. Outer side of the ground, bounce down, favours Jeffrey, thumps it forward, but straight to Lucchino, well collared by Johnson. The loose ball spills now with Newton, picks it up, tucks it under his shoulder. Well done, young fella. Kicks the ball to the direction of Fort. Likewise there, Scott Cowie. Oh, got up from his knees, caught one a bit high, paddles it out there to Ianelli, who then handballs it out to the direction of Stewie Scott now. His left foot kick out to the open spaces, members' side of the ground. Who's going to be first there?
That's a throw.
Burnett.
Yeah.
Players should know that.
Yeah.
If he's going to do that, he's got to clench the fist and bang it, not try and scoop it up like that.
Well, ball's on the attacking side of the ground. This could suit the Geelong West side.
He's got nothing to kick to, though. Chandler goes towards Scott and Bukta. Bukta's got the sit. He gets one hand to it, the love child. Good play by Gussie Primer, the shepherd on Pamplin, but Cook can't keep it in.
You keep going, son. You're doing all right.
He might get you a tanker today if you have a blinder of a last
You've
quarter.
got to play pretty well the last quarter. Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Latter does the ruck. There's about 4 up for East Belmont there, including Jamie Legal, who brought the ball to the turf, then went in and laid a tackle. And the wind just freshened up here for a minute there. And it's a ball up decision, centre wing. Still the margin is 19 points. 2 goals, 18. That is unbelievable. Up goes Murray Scott. Got a hit down there with his. I don't know if he's got stops in his boots or not, but I'll have to look after. He comes back towards Legal, is it? No, he's pushed off the football. As Burnett. Ball tumbles towards half forward. Here comes Cam Pigley. Clean bowled him. Here comes Lehman. He couldn't handle it. Went back after it. Tacked further forward by Cam Pigley, working hard. Wigmore's in that bunch of players.
Good play, Calder as well.
Was that Calder at the bottom of that pack? He did well to tie it up there. And
Yeah.
another ball up. It's pretty scrambling this quarter, Ronnie, and the kicking for goal hasn't been too accurate either.
No, it's been pretty ordinary, I'd suggest, but well, good pressure there from the Lions as we see Lehman swamped there by Shaw and Bukta. Oh, Ingresworsen stole the footy, gave it across to Wigmore. They've all got the fumbles. He finally picks it up and gives it to the run of Gus Primer, who unloads, but the ball holds up in the breeze, and Bukta. Well done, Chuka. Plays on quickly. Got Travis Kelly out wide. Ball doesn't quite get there in time, and I think you'll find it's out of bounds. Good 50 metres now from the Blue West goal.
Good mark, Chuka Bukta, but not good play. Surely he's been kicking the ball 70 metres. He should have gone back and put it way out, about 30 metres beyond where it is at the moment.
Wigmore and Worrell up. Worrell gets a tap down to the front of the pack. Scragger Craig across half forward. The kick for Cam Pigley is good because he's made the lead in front of Bukta, but he's marked it about 40 metres out. And we've seen that most players have had trouble from there. From 40 he goes now with his left boot. Open goal square. Scott now there. The love child comes from the back of the pack to the front. Can't pick it up. He's under pressure from Jeffrey. Booby McLaughlin. Good handball back to Dunlop. He's got time to relieve pressure out towards half forward. Cam Pigley, one hand, can't take the mark. Johnson and Ingwerson, good play. Johnson gets a hand to it and sees it over the boundary line.
That kicking, who kicked that ball into the forward line there? The shot at goal. Was that Cam Pigley?
Pigley, yep.
Look, it was good work there. Stewie Scott led into the goal square. Ken Denning let out on the blind lead. Kicked it in. Stewie Scott just couldn't hold them up. At least they tried something there.
They certainly did, as we've seen Ingwersen doing well. Scott, that was Stewart. Quick kick under pressure. Finds Scragger. He goes over the top to McKenzie, who finds Primer, who takes his time, runs his full term. Flattened as he kicked the footy,
Goal,
but it doesn't matter. I think you'll find it's a goal. Just waiting now. No.
It wasn't a goal. It was touched on the
line. Would have been another touch one.
Yep. Burnett off and Franey on for East Belmont.
But it'll be a goal now. It's down the ground.
The love child's got it, has he?
No, he's pretty keen about getting it, but I think Wigmore's jumped in front of him, I think.
Well, errors being made. Travis Kelly this time.
No, it's the love child.
Yeah, Travis Kelly giving that free kick away. Just a bit late there on the run of Primer.
Looky. Here comes young Cookie. Bang, it's a goal.
Finally, their third goal.
Well, I don't know when they kicked their second one. Is that long ago? I don't remember. But no, that was in this quarter, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so there's 2 for the quarter. So they have had a good quarter now.
Who kicked it?
Alan Craig.
Alan Craig, the Scrag, that's right. 3 goals, 18. That's 36 points on the board. East Belmont 7-7-49. The margin now back to 13 points as we tip to the 30-minute mark of the third quarter of the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. And of course, this quarter brought was run by.
This is the Geelong Football Umpires League, and GDFL Bingo said
Good on you, you're awake after all.
Oh, you're a funny fella, Cookie.
Jason makes a few notes there. You're writing an autobiography there, Jason?
I am. I'm writing a book. It'll be out next week. Worrell to do the ruck work. Franey doesn't get the tap out. Newton's in there. Fumbles at the crucial stage. Primer can get in there and get pressure. Franey from the middle of the pack breaks through. Left foot kick is not good because he sets up Scragger Craig. Oh, he's got it on one hand. Scott takes it away from him. Right foot kick's good. Frankie Iannelli, he's got time. Oh, it sits there. It was a good 9-iron. Sits in the rough. Primer can run through the pack. Good play, Gus. He's got it.
He's had a good quarter.
Yeah, he's had a good quarter. He's over the top now, but the umpire says he couldn't get away. And a ball up just inside the centre square. The attacking side for the Cheetahs, who trail by 13 points. Ladder stands his ground. Newton runs through. It bounces over the top of all them. Iannelli runs straight through. Handball to Ladder. Left foot kick straight into McLaughlin and also Jeff Shaw. Shaw on the bottom of the pack now. Ingwersen's in there also. He's fought hard and a free kick for too high. Ingwersen to take it at centre half forward. And he gets up a bit gingerly.
Dave Franey not too ripped that decision, just letting the umpire know too.
He wants to move it quickly. It's close to three-quarter time if they want another score before then. Ingwersen, he goes now with his right boot. The lead from Scott's a good kick too. Oh, and Greg Johnson and David McKenzie in the foreground, not liking each other's attention at the moment. Now Scott's got it from about 40 metres out. Short kick again. Denning on the lead. Good kick by the coach, and Denning takes the mark. Still a fair kick from there though. McKenzie and Johnson still speaking to each other.
Well, yeah, what happened was Mackenzie was sprinting down the ground and Johnson couldn't catch him, so he tripped him up.
Oh.
Macca ended up flat in his face.
Well picked up, Ronnie. That's certainly another way of catching your opponent. Ken Denning goes for goal. Distance is a worry, so's accuracy. Mark, is it? No, Lehman was up high, so 2 down there.
Worrell.
Was Worrell. Sir Frank was down there, but he couldn't hang on to it.
It's another rush woman.
And it's a rush behind.
Something different.
Well, they've got 3 goals, 19 on the board. That's 37 points now. They trail 7-7-49.
Booked up, kicks in, finds Calder at centre half back in front of Wigmore, who looks injured. Right foot kick out towards Jeff Shaw, but Ingwersen, who's had a good quarter, takes the mark, could be 50. No, just coming in to settle it down. Scant came in there, fought. Ingwersen on the wing position in front of us here in the commentary box. There's the siren.
Good quarter though by the Blue West side.
Yep.
Certainly most of the play, Ron. When they kick for that quarter, they're 3-19. They were 1-12. They improved. They kicked 2 goals, 7 that quarter. If you go to 3-19, that's 37 points. Whilst 7 goals, 7-49. So 3 goals kicked also by East Belmont. Is that correct?
Yep. That's right. 7-7-49 plays 3-19-37. 13 points of difference.
Well, they had most of the play that quarter, apart from a couple of great solo efforts from Cameron Buchanan. They looked the better side. They couldn't put the goals on the board. They eventually got a couple. I'm just wondering now, they've settled. They've got that little bit closer, whether they can go on and win the game. They're 12 points down, coming home with a bruise at their back. We'll find out after this short break.